I'm scared. The last two times I was asked to do a reaction were the Ravis Simula swap and the Ravis is Behind the War episode. And I've been asked to react to this one. So something's probably going to be going down. So I'm a bit on edge, but I think it's going to be something good. Because when I reacted to the Ravis Simula swap, which was awesome, I had the Trap Meme shirt on. When I reacted to the Ravis reveal, I didn't have the Trap Meme shirt on. But now I got the Trap Meme shirt on, so everything's going to be fine. Yeah, that's false logic. Quid est Veritas, which I'm pretty sure is, if I remember correctly, is an anagram that switches around to something that translates to he is the one present, or something like that, and referring to Jesus. So I don't know if Jesus is going to show up or not. I mean, I think that'd be pretty cool. So, yeah, that's my prediction for what's going to go down in this episode. Jesus is going to show up. 3, 2, 1.
Waffles.
Me.
Oh, I would love some waffles, seriously.
Owen,
I haven't
Owen makes
eaten
a
yet
great
today.
breakfast.
So me.
Wait, does he make waffles? Do waffles exist in D&D?
If they don't, Dungeon Master, do waffles exist in this universe? TM question.
Give me 1 second.
The best DM question. They're just starting off with giving me content for Funniest Moments 35.
Roll a waffle check.
That is a 10, so yes.
I love you so much.
Waffles!
Roll a cuisine check.
I was going to say, well done, Josh. You've created the first ever waffle check.
All right. So, everyone. So,
roll to
everyone
let
goes
go of your
Hero's
ego.
Feast, and everyone's just, sitting down and eating. All right.
Yeah, but Amber looks at Jalarum again. I love you, but you are a dum-dum.
I shouldn't.
Jalarum just sits down, head held
If
low.
he is dum-dum, then should he bring you gum-gum?
Is buffoon.
I'm weak. Heh.
Yeah.
Dum-dum, you give me gum-gum.
Hey, there it is!
Nora looks over to you, Jalarum. Jalarum, if, after you're done eating, do you mind if I speak to you behind the tent?
Oh my.
Sure.
So you all finish eating.
Alright.
Alright.
Tantamile is very upset that her seat
Next
left.
season, I'm playing a waffle
Right.
mancer.
Nora seems very, very
gosh.
nervous.
I kind of want to do
I've
that
seen
now.
You've seen this man.
Yes. It was before the war. She holds up her hand. I recognize the mask, and I think he was the one who gave me this. And I'm very confused. Because he's trying to kill you and all of your friends, and the rest of the Dishonor Brigade. Why would he give me this?
If I remember correctly,
why would he give this to me and try to ruin you? It makes no sense.
The suspects were Thaden,
I don't know either.
Eimer,
My guess is he wants to save the kill. May I roll sense motive on this?
and Nora herself.
Sure.
But I think Nora's
All right.
exonerated at this point.
Where are we? Here we are. Oof.
All right.
Jeez.
May
You
have been
can tell that
a few others, but I
you're
can't
looking
remember.
at the ring and you
Eimer,
can tell
Thaden, and
that it's not
Waltzum are
activated.
the ones I remember being mentioned.
And you can tell that she is genuinely baffled.
Wait, hang on a second. So, wait, hang on. The Soren guy basically gave her the ring of glibness.
Yes. And that's just what I wanted. I felt that, because he killed everyone you care about. You deserve to know.
You heard what he said. He wants me to experience the same suffering that he has. But I have no idea what kind of suffering he's been through.
I imagine that when you're at your lowest point is when he'll tell you. Question is, when is that going to be?
When I have nothing left to lose.
Well then, I think that means we need to light a fire under our rears and save Faye.
Yeah, and put out that fire too.
Oh yeah, probably. So y'all move
Only you
move out
can
from the
prevent
tent.
forest fires.
Waffles!
All right. So
Freaking waffles. Oh, it buffered on me. That's gonna be fun to edit. I'm just gonna stop this now because I'm just gonna. This is annoying. Okay, I reset the router, so I should be good. I also now have coffee. Three, two, one.
you all
I
put
liter-
out Zip. What?
I literally ordered waffles from IHOP.
Oh, I am so jealous of you.
I've never had a waffle in
These
my
freaking
life.
waffles.
The
Seriously?
gasp. Okay,
I've had pancakes, never waffles.
Josh, Ari, you have been
Shun
beaten to this
him.
man.
Sean.
We will.
Anyway,
All right.
Back at the B plot.
I thought it was the A plot.
Whatever.
hey,
It's the E plot. It's the E plot.
it's the fake plot.
Evil.
The fake plot, I like that.
All right. So
LA.
Elvana
For all that.
once again walks in. Faith and you're feeling very, very delirious, almost like all you can remember for the past 24 hours is just pain. And you see Elvana coming in not only with the bread and tea, but also a bound leather book.
Book?
I want to make a peace offering. I don't want you to think lowly of me, and I don't like being the bad guy. So I thought
Don't
you
make the
might
Tangled reference. Don't make the
enjoy
Tangled
looking at
reference.
some of my writings on magic. She pulls the book out from underneath the tray. This is my spell book. Would you like to look?
I like
Food first. She
I
feeds
don't
you
know
the
if
bread and
she
tea,
said something there
and then
I couldn't
opens up
really
the
hear.
spell book to face you.
I need to roll anything?
Not really.
Oh, it's right here. Okay.
Oh, whoops. I forgot one. I forgot a specific spell. My bad. Ugh. I had one job.
And you do a very good job.
Not quite. I think you've got like 15 million.
Huh?
He says he was just putting himself down saying, I have one job. And Ari says, no, you have like 15 million of them.
Yeah, I must have missed that because I'm over here.
All right, I
reading
saw. All right. Oh shoot! Why did it do that? All right, there we go. All right, I fixed it. See anything you find interesting? Yes, as you can see, I'm very much skilled with enchantment.
What's this soul dice?
Oh, this. It's something I've been working on personally. It's just, you know, sometimes you get a burst of information, you have to follow the rabbit hole wherever it goes. And I tried it once. It was bizarre. Like, it's like when I cast that spell on someone, it was like I was standing in a place that represented all who a person was. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to cast it that often because for one, it's very draining, and it takes a long time to cast, and the costs are very, very high.
Have it as a level 10 spell. I didn't know that any mortals could cast level 10 spells anymore.
Well, you can. It's just very, very hard. There are a lot of costs that are a lot would balk at. You usually need to find material components that are not exactly found on the material plane. And in fact, for one different level 10 spell that I tried, I actually had to go to the elemental plane of fire. My eyebrows didn't. Because you need it. Because I don't like seeing you being tortured. I don't like seeing you suffer, and I want to help. Because I care.
Don't mind this. This is just me keeping track of where the buffering happens, so that I don't have to play the guessing game later. And it just seems like it stopped buffering on me right now, so... let's just hope it's not off. 3, 2, starting again in 3, 2, 1.
Someone in particular?
The first people I heard those words out of were Jaminia and Jalera.
See. You know, I really do enjoy our chats. I would enjoy talking on our downtime. I would really enjoy jousting mentally with you. You see, from what I've been told, you seem to have a very keen mind.
It's about the only thing my father is interested in.
Yeah, good thing he's dead.
Wait, and that Faye turns to look at Elvana for that.
But
Unless you're being technical.
I am genuinely baffled. What are you talking about?
If he's dead, then who exactly has been torturing me every day?
Arcuth Wormwood, as usual.
That's impossible. Archive
What's equally impossible is that your father is torturing you. He's dead. You saw him with your own two. You saw him die with your own two. Faithorn, what's the last thing you remember before coming here?
Before coming here, I was speaking with my companions, and then
Gosh darn it! Arkoth? Arkoth? But he's in heaven. But Arkoth's good boy now. But my sweet Arkoth. Alright, and it just fixed itself, so... Gosh, I really hope this doesn't keep happening like every 5 minutes. 3, 2, 1.
I was just grabbed from my own shadow.
Where were you?
Sabaton.
You see her step back and just like put her hand over her head and just shake it. Oh no, no, no. Faye, you're in Directian. We all failed to defeat the Warden.
No.
Faye stares at her in confusion.
I think someone's done some very bad things to you. I think you might be delusional.
Yeah, if it was Arkoth, why is he calling her little songbird? I don't know if she actually thinks this, or if she's just trying to make Faye believe
I understand that this might
Most
be a
likely
bit of a
the
shock
latter.
to you, but
But the former is possible.
this is... It's kind of a shock to me, too, just how far you've fallen. I really need to get you out of here. But I just don't know how. Yes.
Where is Lucid?
You see Elvana just kind of gulp a little bit.
I didn't hear
And
what
on
Faye
that
said,
note, you
and
see
I don't want to
you
go
see
back because that's just going to make it
Arcot
hard
walk
for
in.
me. Arcot!
To
Arcot!
see you, that you're awake again.
Arcot!
And you see him carrying a small bird cage with Lucid inside.
Is Lucid limp?
Arcot?
He places the bird cage right next to you, and you see that Lucid is conscious, but you can't really hear him speaking. Roll spot check.
Yo! Arcot! Arcot!
Alright. You see a small scab on the back of his neck.
What have you done to him?
You see Elvana just kind of cringe a little bit and walk away.
Oh, on Lucid, on the back of Lucid's, I thought Archon.
He
Okay, never mind.
was very loud and obnoxious. He needed some correction. And the unruliness of a familiar speaks much to the inability and folly of the wizard that owns it. You do not deserve a familiar, Faye Thurin. That is for a true wizard, not a disobedient animal. Now let us try once again. How many lights do you see?
I want to try to roll a knowledge arcana.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yes.
Arkoth is good boy. Arkoth is good boy. Do not take my Arkoth, my season 3 Arkoth away from me. Do you hear me? Do not take my season 3 Arkoth.
What are you trying?
If Arkoth's coming back, he's coming back from heaven, not from season 2.
Well, you are trying. Well,
do not take away my season 3 Arkoth.
You're unsure. You're unsure if it is because you're currently surrounded by an anti-magic field, which is why you've been unable to cast spells. So you're unsure if it's like really elaborate. You're unsure if it's really elaborate illusions. You're unsure if it's really anything. But there's also a niggling feeling in the back of your mind that maybe what Elvana is saying is truth.
No, Arkoth is good boy.
Sleep deprived, racked with pain. Once again, sentient dice. They rolled low when it makes perfect sense that you'd get a low roll in character.
The dice are not the only AI that I've encountered that are sentient. CPUs.
Yes.
Arkoth is good boy.
All right. So.
Hashtag not my Arkoth.
It is morning in Alephither.
Nice one, Ben.
Yep.
The chat's blurry for me, so I can't read it. Sad Momo
All right.
noises.
So. It is so yes, the buildings seem very familiar to you. As you walk through the tree line, you see the dark trees and tree houses of Alephither. And you see King Cassian already there, with a large contingent of guards.
Hang on.
Question
Oh,
is,
yeah, we
he's going to be
probably
friendly
have to
to us or
leave
not,
to,
because he may have to,
Do the
Yeah,
thing.
you didn't let us
for
prep
public
for this,
appearance,
Oh, okay.
have to
Back
oppose
it up a little
us.
Back it up.
Okay. Okay. So, Ryan, you're choosing.
Hannah and Mai.
Bippity boppity
All right.
Oh!
Are you a threat? Suddenly?
Is that Carlton? I can't
All
tell.
right, so,
The
and
portrait is
Feline casts
blurry.
her veil magic on all of you to make you look like basic wood elves. Cassian Cassian walks up. Cassian walks up to you.
Oh, not one of them disguised for Owen. Eee.
Oh. Yeah.
What the
Feline got you. Cassian
Oh, please, got us
looks you up
covered.
and down, and he gives you a smirk.
He knows.
It's like, welcome, Kaganesti. I'm sure you had a pleasant trip.
Uma, my lord.
Jalum just nods.
All right.
And there's some yard work
So,
going on outside my
I wish
window.
for you to accompany. I wish for you
Lovely.
to accompany me. I believe I have some rooms available for you.
Yeah, Jalum nods and just
As much as I love Laetier Taporis,
follow.
Cassian's just such a bro, and I love him.
Umaharu. Umaharu.
So wait, I'm confused. Are we invisible or are we?
You're not invisible. You're disguised as wood elves.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
You
Murphy and
just changed
Sylvester
that
are here.
now.
Well, I know they were
Sorry.
part of Cassian's personal guard now, but
All right.
still.
So,
I like seeing
Cassian
them.
moves you all into rooms, and in those rooms you see Murphy and Sylvester.
Jalum walks in. It just gives a not so subtle hi.
Sylvester and Murphy look up at you. Yes. Do we know you?
I would have punched them.
As King Cassian walks in and says, "They're all in disguise. This is your friend Jalarum, and the rest of the party's here. I'll explain
The
it."
portraits don't change whenever Veil happens, so I keep forgetting they're in Veil.
Subtlety, Jalarum. Do you have it?
Oh, I was like, did Cassian do something to him? I was like, oh.
All right.
Great fart on my part,
Cassian
sorry.
looks at you all and smiles. I'm impressed that you were smart enough to come in disguise. If you hadn't, I would have been forced to place you all under arrest.
Well, luckily we had time to think of that.
Well, that answered my question that he would have, opposed them to keep up appearance.
So, what's the situation?
Well, the situation.
Gosh darn it! I think I might need to get another piece of paper, because this one's not very long. The times at Buffer seems to hate multiples of 5, because I have, in the minute slot, 29, 59, 19, and now 44. Okay.
Has become very, very complicated. I have to give credit to that Valil fellow. He could probably charm the dragon out of her horde.
Hey, Amber grabs Ivan.
That depends on the dragon. That depends on the dragon you're talking about.
Well, from what I've seen, it's frustrating.
Good coffee.
It was amazing how he just took every little detail about the attack in the ballroom and just twisted it to make it look like you all were the bad guys. And if I didn't know any better, I probably would have believed him.
Well, let's just say we've been. Looks like Ivan's met his match, and unfortunately, I think I've met mine.
They mean
And I've met,
literally. They
and
mean
I've
literally.
and I've met mine too. I've had talks with Ravis, preliminary, while he is here. And he's been
That's great. We're all gonna die.
Understatement.
And I just been after a single chat with him, I kind of realized how little out of our depth we are. Valil's gambit, Verina's death, they were power moves, intending to break you. They showed that they could reveal themselves, do a bunch of horrible things, and still get out, leaving you looking like the bad guys.
So they planned on Verena being. They planned on me executing Verena.
I did say well, we did say it did feel a little easy.
Then that only means one thing. Jalo returns to Rive Sky form. Phoenix Ward is compromised.
I know. Which is why I have not gone back.
Also, sorry that the area is cramped, but I was prepping to arrest.
My salt is no longer at Ravis, it's at my gosh darn internet. And again, 09.
You.
I'm used to the gutters, sir. No need to apologize.
And that was in the middle of the word.
I
So it's going to be harder for that, to fix that one.
Good. I'm glad you're all not too angry with me. Even though I did just make an alliance with your greatest enemy.
Keep your enemies close.
You know the old saying, friends close, enemies closer.
He kind of gives a small exhale. Oh, thank you. I was afraid you were going to hate me for that.
No. We know you're smart enough to make a plan like that. We trust you.
Thank you. He kind of sits down on the bed. It's nice to, have people have faith in me, Anyways, I do want to caution you all. Ravis is here. He knows that you know everything, and he's still choosing to show up.
Does he know about the change of the locks?
I wouldn't put it past him. So, my advice to you is to not attack him. Because if you do, considering what happened in the ballroom, he could very well twist it to make things worse for you.
Don't need to tell me twice. Although, then again, maybe you should.
So we need to find some other kind of way to handle this.
Politics is tricky.
So we nuke the city. Got it.
It's going to take something big in order to get both sides of the war to confront their cognitive dissonance.
Then that's what.
This is just stupid how often this is happening. And again, 19! Lord almighty. Yeah, only 2 minutes between those two. This is becoming too regular. I don't have anywhere else to go, so I can't just, change where I am.
we need to find.
Yes. Now I'm going to make some preparations for the council, so I'll be.
That was fast. I was even done writing down where a key to let me know where to edit the other one, and it already happened again. And I'm out of room on this on the back of this receipt.
Right back. My guards will protect you, but don't try conversing with them. They're automatons.
Noted.
Got it.
So yes, until I return, he gives you a very narrow glare. Please stay out of trouble.
Okay, I'm not gonna be able
So
to see
what's
the
the over-under
side
of how long
chat
that's gonna last?
at all.
I think we can handle it.
Now I
Didn't
know
say you
y'all are
couldn't.
doomed.
Well,
I didn't say
I
they
was gonna say I'm
couldn't
gonna drop
handle
the
it, I
resolution
just
all the way
think
down to
they'll get
144,
into
but the
it.
auto's already at
Yeah,
144.
I start
Well, we can
pacing
also
around the-
Maybe I should just keep it there, and that made it buffer again. I'm dumb. I should have seen that coming. I should have known it. I forgot it does that. Okay, hold on. I'm really sorry about all this. Yeah, the auto was already on 144, and yet when I change it to be 144, it's taking this much time to reset itself. Okay, it just started going on its own. I'm just gonna go back to the time I have. Okay, so hopefully now that I've completely dropped the resolution, the side chat is going to be completely unreadable. So if anything important happens there, I just won't be. I'll just have to go back to it at a later time. Hopefully this kills the buffering problem. So yeah, 3, 2, 1.
So get out of it afterwards.
I start pacing around the room, trying to figure out what can I do. I'm really feeling like I can't do much.
Faithern is. I just don't know where.
Well, maybe I could. No, I can't do that. That would be revealing myself. Well, maybe I. No, I can't do that.
On. Something you can do before you start thinking of these plans is relax.
And then you hear a voice echoing on the wind. And you could also ask nicely.
Amber has to grab her mouth shut.
Jalum turns around. The Lord of Devils himself.
In the flesh! How are we all doing today?
I almost died.
How you doing, Azzy?
Well, I could have paid you another visit and another chess game.
Hold, please. Hold. Who are you?
I am Asmodeus, Lord of Bator.
Rhyme raises an eyebrow. and then looks over at the rest of the party. You
Yeah,
have
we know him.
strange friends.
Making a
Fred-
He's not our
lot of
friend.
assumptions here.
Make
Big Raid's showing up, and you stop buffering on me. Should I just reset my router again? I don't even know. Like, hold on. I'm just gonna. Like, go over to Rooster Teeth and try watching an episode of On the Spot or something. See if that lasts for a while. Actually, no. I'll just do the last episode of Ruby. Not today's episode. The one from last week. Yeah, that's not even loading. Gosh darn it. Wait, well, Ruby just came up. Let's see. Ruby's going in and out too. That's another buffer already. Yep. Just went out again for Ruby. I'll be back. Something is just not right here. Okay, I did something. I don't know if it'll work. I think it's honestly mostly due to the really bad weather we're getting down here. And I can't do anything about the weather. But that's right, I don't know if I'll even finish the episode before I have to go to work. Okay. Actually, you know what? From that click, nothing's happening. You all know that because you didn't see anything happening. But
Well, since you're here, I can say it.
Or-
Asmodeus.
Yes, it is purely a business relationship, one I hope that continues to be beneficial.
You know, I'll just figure it out later. Second click.
Speaking of which,
Phil.
Wendy, do you have a timetable of when you when you want us to repay our favors?
What?
No, I don't believe that I do. I'm still keeping them in the back pocket whenever I need something. It could be a month, it could be 5 years, it could be a decade, or it could be in about 5 minutes. I'm not entirely sure. Once you've lived as long as I have, you tend to go with the flow a little bit.
Cheshire Light diet, Asmodeus. Sorry.
But as to the reason that I am here, all I'm asking for is a mere exchange of information. You have knowledge that I need, and I have information that you need. And then he moves over to Jalarum and puts his hand out. Do we have a deal?
That was only a bad deal to me. But
On one condition.
it's Azzy, so.
Yes.
since we've basically been through the ringer multiple times already, it can, and the information that we give cannot hurt the ones that we care about, as far as our party, the rebellion, as well as the leaders of Direct Team. I'm sorry, as well as leaders on the other side.
I promise you it will not. This is merely something to satisfy my own curiosity.
Okay.
Looks around to the party.
I have questions about favors later on, but at the moment, I cannot object.
You hear Asmodeus clicking his tongue.
Jalarum extends his hand.
Just tell him what he wants.
Very well.
Thank you.
What information do you need?
Has Simula spoken with you lately?
No.
No. Not that.
What?
Not
Okay. Amber rushes to Rhyme and grabs her and
Yeah.
closes her mouth.
Hold
shut.
Ryan back, please.
Not that I'm aware of.
Shut up.
Just as I suspected.
Rhyme
Thank you.
Rhyme looks desperately over at Owen.
Owen puts a finger to his lips.
Rhyme shuts her
Hush, child.
But you followed through on your end of the deal. It's my turn to follow through on mine. You know,
I don't recall any of us saying that we could have it now, or that we couldn't request what that information was.
Oh, but I really think that you do want it now, because it involves someone you care about very dearly.
Jalarum perks up.
And Jalarum was the one who shook the deal, so I believe it is his decision.
Where is Faith Thurin?
To be honest, I don't know, but I did see something very interesting northwest of Lepether. Very odd occurrences. Screaming, yelling. Normally music to my ears. It had me utterly flabbergasted. Now, it might simply be a banshee, so don't get your hopes up. I'm just reiterating to you what I heard. It might be her, it might not. But I think it bears investigating at the very least.
Amber bites her tongue.
Is this lead viable?
Don't you trust me?
Kinda?
The lawful
I
evil.
should say no, but
Like,
it's lawful evil, so I kinda.
But the way that you're being vague about it, and the fact that that you wouldn't lie, says otherwise. It says I don't know. But at this point, I'm willing to accept any information as a lead. But we cannot. But in order to do that, we have to be as discreet as possible. We cannot let our party member. We have to inform a party member where we're going before we do anything.
Interesting. Very well then. My work here is done. He stops over and he looks over at Ryan. Very interesting. Then he looks over to Amber. And then he gives a smirk.
Same to you.
Well then, it appears I must be off. I have exploited enough desperation here. And that's always been the most fun part. Because it's always interesting, you mortals. Desperation is very easy to exploit, especially when you try to make a paradise. And in trying to make a paradise on Earth, you will more often make a very good hell.
Amber was holding her breath the whole time.
Yeah, that's
Alright, I just have to turn down my brightness because my battery's getting low on my laptop. So,
That is the
maybe
best
some
no selling I've
visual
ever heard
things.
in my life.
Like if a
That is the Lord among
surprise
devils.
character token shows up, I may not notice it right away.
Yeah, Sylvester looks to you. I'm assuming you... That was,
Yes.
Amber.
You had to deal with that the whole time?
Yeah, partially. Well, to be fair, I was the first guy to meet him. Oh no, sorry, no, second guy to meet him. You both.
They all got saved by him, and then he went to go play chess with you.
Okay, Amber dashes to Jalrum, picks him up. Jalrum, that might be her, but he and Ravis, they work together. This could all be a trap. This could all be a setup. But if it's her,
Hang
could
on.
we have to take the risk?
Yeah, but he's
Amber,
already said
Amber, hang on.
Calm down, please.
he wants
You
them
remember what
alive.
happened with- oh, right, you weren't there.
Favors are important to him.
The only thing that they're not, honestly, I don't think they're really in cahoots. If they were aiding, if they honestly were aiding and abetting, something would have triggered, something would have triggered the Primeval Pact. Something else is at play. But right now we need to get. But right now we have to alert Cassian that we're taking a lead northwest.
That's not Murphy raises his hand.
The Miss had a question for all of you.
And
Oh
then
my
he just
god,
kinda
I love Murphy so
shuffles
much.
very awkwardly.
Somebody's still crushing on Rhyme.
It's adorable.
It is.
Owen, you're up. Amber just kind of clings Ivan and goes to the corner. Because she's scared to death right now.
Her eye twitching, she asks, would it make sense for wood elves to leave Lefether at the moment?
Probably not.
Is this wise?
Not really, but we need to do something, and the only way we can get by is just to alert Cassian of what we need to do.
What if he says no?
So
Cassian is a bro, though.
then we'll try not to get into too much trouble then.
Cassian should understand that they need to go.
Father Lightbringer? What just happened?
Yeah, right. Found out Simula is still alive.
Our old chess buddy made a house call.
Anyways, I would imagine you've at least heard of Asmodeus.
I care not about the fancy red thing.
The big red
I
machine.
care about his question.
I don't believe any of us have heard from Simula.
The fact that you are able to hear from her is what I am concerned about. She lives. I thought she was dead.
I don't think any of us have even tried to contact her since returning to this plane. But last we had heard from her, she was still alive and beyond our reach.
That's one way of putting it.
Supposed to have died. She was supposed to be destroyed. She was supposed to be dead. She was supposed to have paid for all that she has done to Directian and to her people. Why is she still alive?
Because what Owen is failing to mention, Amber pokes in, is that she committed acts that we could not prevent. And now she's in a platform we cannot touch nor reach nor dictate anymore. But I can promise you this, Rhyme. She's in a place where rules have to be followed even by her. And that is torture,
True.
even if of itself for her.
Very true.
You can take some pride or
Solace is the word you're looking for.
joy in that regard, that she has somewhat of a punishment on her head that she will have to live with
but it's Simula.
forever.
She's gonna find a way around it.
I know you want her dead because you're talking to someone that made it a goal to do so.
Yeah.
That I
As
have
much as
grown
Ryan wants
to
to
be
be like dead,
satisfied
Amber wants
with
it
what
like
has happened to her
10
now.
times more.
Because death will not do justice to what she has done now. I believe where she's at this moment is the best justice we could ask for.
But like I said,
Endless
it's
suffering
Simula.
at
She's
this
gonna
point is
beat
a
it.
better justice than death.
And
We may
besides-
not
and
see it happen,
besides,
but she
Ryan,
will.
I can't believe you can, you're coming this from me. Revenge, one of the most worthless of causes. And points to it, and out of character, points to everyone who anyone got that reference.
I didn't.
Yes,
Hear it.
a reference to both Camelot and also quoted by Linkara on many occasions.
Yep.
I've only watched like a few Linkara videos, so yeah, no, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Supposed to be revenge. She was already supposed to be dead.
You mean put in an actual diamond to go through all of her sins?
What? That's what happened to her?
Yep. And what ended up happening? Javinia had her, taken from her, and she was left on the first layer of hell.
She broke out on the first layer of Hell, done
And now
shattered.
she's on the 8th level.
Yep.
Everything is so wrong. That evil was supposed to be gone. That
Technically
evil
is.
was supposed to be gone.
It was gone from the mortal plane.
Technically is.
She still lives. Why is everything I've worked for worthless?
Rhyme,
Yes.
do you recall our conversation
Which one?
about focusing on what's fair?
I'm not allowed to ask why.
It's fine to ask questions, but you are upsetting yourself over something you cannot control. It is good that we seek knowledge and understanding and even wisdom. But how will it benefit you or anyone else here if you are so focused on your rage? over something you cannot change yet.
Emphasis on yet.
She stands in front of Owen and then falls to her knees.
Excuse me, sorry.
I do not know. I know nothing.
Jon Snow.
Dag nabbit. I wasn't gonna say it.
To be
I don't
fair,
watch
I've
Game-
never watched Game of Thrones.
Me neither.
Same. Anyway.
Me neither.
Don't need to know that quote.
Anyway. Continue.
All right. You hear a knock on the door. Are you all decent?
Yes.
Define decent.
Dressed?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Debatably in Ryan's case.
I know. He says, no, I mean, are you dressed?
Oh, yeah, we should still be.
Should still be.
Yeah, the disguises
Okay.
are still on.
Okay, good. He looks at you. Okay. Okay, good. So, the council is going to start in a few. The council is going to start in a few minutes, and not all of you are required to be there. So if you all want, if some of you want to stay behind, that's fine. But I do feel that some of you are going to be required to show up. Because I can't always be here to reiterate everything.
I'll go.
I will follow Owen.
I am going to attend.
Then so.
Yeah.
So shall I.
Then I'll.
Jalarum, you're very worked up, and for very obvious reasons. You have your mind elsewhere right now.
What?
I'll stay behind with Jalarum.
If
I'm guessing Nora's
politics
also
is
going
the
to stick
thing
with
that
Jalarum
solved
just
this
because
crisis, I want to be
Nora.
No, Nora, would you mind staying behind?
Yeah.
Yes, Jalarum, absolutely.
Murph, Sylvester, I'm gonna need your back on this one.
It's Murphy says, of course. And Sylvester just kind of smirks and says, with you to the end of the line.
Ha! I got it. It's Captain America.
Okay, yeah. Beline, where would you like to go?
I should probably go with them just to make sure that the disguises don't fail.
Very well.
Then take.
Amber goes to Ivan real quick. Don't do anything what I did, little gecko.
What did you call him?
Little gecko. Why is that so precious and so
small and
confusing at the same
cute, and geckos
time?
are cute.
Come on, that's
Also,
okay.
From diamond to gecko, that sounds like a bit of a downgrade.
No, she doesn't see him as a horde anymore.
He's a clan.
He's a mate at this point.
Oh my.
I'll be as safe as I can, my song, I promise.
Oh my god, I'm dying. Y'all are gonna rescue a corpse.
Probably.
All right.
Hey!
Father Lightbringer, may I leave Tantamile with this
Yes,
party?
Be safe, my cute little gecko.
If you feel
Gecko,
safe
just
having him
kind of out of
here,
nowhere.
her.
I want to be able to keep an eye on them.
Fair point. I think we can get going.
Understood.
Onward.
All right.
Tantamile, you tell me if anything goes wrong.
How do you do that?
I know.
It's
All right. So you're all heading out.
Okay, I'm
Going
sorry.
back to
Like the
Arkoth?
visual of a
Going back
gigantic
to
dragon
Arkoth?
kissing the top of a
Arkoth?
2-foot gnome. It's like she's biting his head off.
Arkoth.
All right. So, Cassian, as you near the
Arkoth?
council room, Cassian splits off and says, "I need to enter in a specific way. Tradition, you understand?"
Tradition!
Assume the position.
Oh, I haven't seen this place in season 1!
Hey, Ferndwell's still alive.
Oh snap! Where's my mouse?
Or
I thought we were going back to Faye. I didn't think we could go to the council.
All
All
right.
right.
You
all right, other
Corellin!
you all enter the very, very familiar council room. Corin walks up,
He's still the announcer there?
announcing, "High Lord Ferendwil of the Methesserine Qualinesti."
Okay. I'm gonna shut up now. Ferendwill's still alive, okay. So we...
He walks in with a contingent of guards who seem very, very leery. Duke Athorian of the Lefether Sylvanesti.
That's a new one. Wait, is it? Maybe. Trying to remember.
King Ravis Arcanin of the Lathnalor Drow.
The salt. Oh, Valil's there too.
Good thing Amber didn't go.
Oh, yeah. I planned ahead. I'm not that dumb.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna guess that's a generic sprite, so don't get flipped about it.
Yeah.
Nope, it's not.
It's not?
What?
Is that Zelnick?
They revived Verena?
Wait, no. Oh, that's Verena.
I think we got played.
Like I said,
Okay.
my resolution's all the way down. It's hard to tell
Cassian
what
Taporis of Sabaton.
portraits are. So
I tried so
I thought it might
hard.
be like I'm pretty sure
If I
Zelnick was.
may,
Ah!
are you sure you have the right to sit upon an elven throne, Your Majesty?
Cassian shoots a glare at Ravis and then lifts up his bangs,
Where's-
revealing
where-
pointed
where-
ears.
where's my sweet
I
Morpheus?
have every right.
Of course. I merely wish to have decorum respected.
Yes. You can. As Ravis turns to sit down, you can tell that Cassian is a little peeved at that remark.
Also, Josh, to make things easier, do you mind moving my character around? Because you'll be able to move him
Yes.
where you want him to
Yes. Yes. Alright. So, Athorian clears his throat. Now, the first order of business is to address the attack on Sabaton.
Yes. The Directian agent who set fire to the town. I was told about that.
She's right behind you.
Cassian looks up. I was there in combat. It was a drow taking on the guise of a Directian human female.
Ravis raises an eyebrow. I do hope you aren't accusing the entirety of the drow race of being complicit merely for the actions of a single person. Racism is Directian's MO, not ours.
You see Cassian's jaw just clench. Of course not. I am merely stating the facts of the situation as they exist.
Yes, and one of those facts, apparently, is that you saw her die, yet you can see that she is right here, alive and well. From my perspective, it seems that my bodyguard is being framed for Directian's crimes, and I'm rather vexed that you seem to be taking the side of a murderer in all of this.
Ferendwil raises his arm. I tire of your preening, young ones. We have the Tharunia right here. Why don't we ask the two?
Very well.
It's true. The fire.
You see it. You
Yeah.
see the drow lady just kind of prance over.
Sorry.
Jewel Vryn, did you set fire to
Jewel Vryn, I guess
Sabaton
it's
and
her real
attack
name,
the
not
party
Verena.
with beholders?
I did no such thing.
Waiting for the fire? Waiting for the fire?
Okay.
No, I know what happened. I figured it
Lala,
out.
get
I already
ready.
figured
There's
it
salt
out.
coming out of every inch of me.
Peanut, no.
Most excellent. Your turn, Human King.
Yeah, you see Cassian just he stands up. You can tell that he is not happy about this. Baron Duil, did you see someone who looked like Lady Vryn set fire to the building? Yes. She was hurting my people, and I suspect foul play. Those Directian agents that I was with are guiltless of the attack.
What does that mean?
But black is when there's a lie.
From
Not
what
the
you
full
remember,
truth.
from what you mean, it means like not the full truth.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I have unconfirmed suspicions as to the true nature of the attack, and that is all I am willing to say.
Alright, okay.
Baron Duil looks between Ravis and Cassian. Very well. It seems that both of you are in the clear.
If I may, I should recommend you relocate most of your citizenry to more secure locations further in Selenia. In fact, the Drow would be even more than willing to house refugees. We have plenty of new job openings. We certainly have the housing available.
Baron Duil looks to Ravis with a flabbergasted face. The Underdark? Is that wise?
We are Drow. We have been warriors since time immemorial, and we are fully capable of defending them should the need arise.
Cassian folds his arms. How can I be assured that my people will be safe? Ravis walks over to the flame and then turns towards the council.
I swear on my honor as a ruler, the Drow will protect every refugee that comes into our city with our very lives.
I can't trust that, though,
Very well.
because...
I think we should
Verena,
all
I've
take
already
up
forgotten.
Lord Ravis on his
Jewel
generous
Vryn,
offer.
something like that.
Now, I would appreciate it if
Wait,
we could get
no,
to
that's
more
an author.
pertinent affairs, such as the growing
Sorry,
amount
I'm just gonna
of
call her
missing
Verena
people's
until
cases.
I remember her actual name.
Yes, the Drow can confirm. My agents have also reported many people disappearing. I'm sure with our forces added to yours, my spy
I
network
wonder why they're
will uncover the
disappearing.
truth.
Cassian growls. Certainly fortuitous that you decided to join our ranks then.
But of course. We want this war to end too, and we will dedicate all our resources to achieving that goal. Speaking of which, my spies have already given us some information that you might find interesting. Directian seems to be mounting an assault in this area, and Stewardess Ziadro herself seems to have shown up. If we set up an ambush, we could... Well, I think you know where I'm going with that.
They all begin looking at each other.
Our attacks have become more and more reckless. Take advantage of that, and you could end the war before more blood is shed.
You see Cassian just like eyeing the flame,
Man,
just
I
waiting
love
for it to
Ravis.
change color.
Man, I hate Ravis.
If that's the case, then we should probably mount an assault. The other two say, agreed. All in favor, say aye. Ravis, you first.
Aye, it is a wise decision. I will
Arthurian
not be
Francis.
able to get directly involved, but I will assist as best we can.
Athorian raises his hand. Aye. Faerthurin, Farron Dweil.
Whoopsies!
Farron Dweil raises his hand. Aye. Cassian Cassian looks towards the party and just with a very apologetic look.
No! Wait. What?
Well, court is now adjourned.
I assume he said I as well. But I don't know if that was just me, but the audio just completely...
As Valil walks out with Ravis, you see Valil look towards you all and give you a smirk. Cassian
In character, Rhyme just nods her head.
No. Cassian walks over to you. Could you all please accompany me to the tavern? I need some food to take the edge off.
It'd be our pleasure, Your Majesty.
Umahuru.
Mm-hmm. So now I need to move some things over. So, you guys feeling okay after that?
Nope.
No.
It was tense.
I don't like you.
It's like, I love... Ravis is such a good villain.
We have all of you.
His word choice and...
You go dig a hole.
Like, just the way he does it is so good. And I hate him for it.
You're a bad man.
He'll be in a hole we dug for him very soon, trust me.
Yeah, you're a bad man. You are a bad man.
All right.
Like,
so,
Ravis is the only twist villain where
here's
I've
a
ever
question. Is anyone
actually
else
felt
who's staying
genuinely
behind doing
betrayed.
anything? Like, are you going to leave by yourself, or are you going to follow to the council?
It would be unwise for Amber to leave.
All right.
And oh my gosh, my voice is gone. I am so sorry.
Okay.
How dare you be sick, Shun?
John wants to leave, but he can't be suspicious. So, I guess follow to the council.
I mean, at this point, I'll just follow whatever Jalarim does.
I really want to save Faye, but
oh yeah, I'm right there with you, but I don't want you to die either.
Yeah, so I got playing the safe option in this case.
Yeah, you almost died again. Ain't gonna let it happen again.
All right, the tavern or whatever.
Dying. Stop dying, dang it.
Alright, episode's almost over.
Don't die!
I think I know why I was asked to react to this episode.
Pocket, I can't
My
bring
sweet
you back.
Archov! How could you have...
Anyway.
Why is he being mean again? My sweet Archov! I feel like we'll have to keep reacting to this session. Because Archov! Because, you know, Archov! Oh my god. And then also, you know, there was Asmodeus, who's just always like, oh my gosh, yeah! And then Ravis, which I just explained, you know, like, he's such a great villain, which is why I hate his guts. It's like, he's still on my top 10 characters list, even though I'm full of rage every time I see him. Okay, so, somehow, simply the thing I did last time, because yeah, I have, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total buffers. And the thing I did to fix it all, because around the 30-minute mark was where the last one happened, I just took the monitor on my family's home desktop and took it out and, like, turned it on. I took it off of sleep mode. And that somehow fixed it. I don't know. Those buffers are going to make this hard to edit, and I hope I can get it all to where it looks nice. Oh, hashtag not my Arkoth.